Hello, everyone, and welcome to Veterans Memorial Stadium, where today the North Quincy Raiders will play host to the Plymouth South Panthers. My name is Jonathan Clary, and thanks for tuning into this edition of QA TV Sports. North Quincy comes into this game with a record of 2-3 and 0-2 in the Patriot League. Plymouth South comes in with a record of 6-0, 3-0 in the Patriot League. So it'll be a big matchup here for North Quincy as they look to try to get back to 500 this season. And also, if with a victory here today, they'd improve their standings in the power rankings that determine who goes to the playoffs in the MIAA. North Quincy right now in Division 2, they had a 26th ranked team in Division 2, and they're looking to see if they can fight their way into the top 16. Plymouth South, as I mentioned, coming in with a record of 6-0, and they are number 2 in the rankings in Division 3. So Panthers would like to make sure they get up there top as well. Milton right now at the top of Division 3 with a 6-0 record as well. Our captains for both teams are coming out onto the field, so what we'll do is we'll send it down to a referee for the introductions and the coin toss.
How are you, sir? Captain Otino, right? I'm getting them right. Captain, no. Who are you? Oh, he didn't tell me. What's your name?
Mike.
Oh, okay, Mike, how are you? And another Captain Davis, right? Gentlemen, shake hands here, shake hands. Introduce yourselves. Okay, before we do the coin flip, and I've talked to both of your teams before I've had you. I don't have to talk about sportsmanship, right? And I know I've gotten one on each of you during the year. Make your hits, get out of there, right? Don't stand over anybody, don't talk to anybody, don't signal anything, okay? We want to see a good hard-hitting game. We don't want to be involved if we don't have to be. We want you to decide what's going on, okay? Captain, that's a heads. That's a tails. Call it now. Heads is the call, gentlemen. It is a heads. I could have kicked it or something. What would you like to do? Defer. All right. Plymouth South won the toss and will defer. You're going to receive. Is that correct? Which goal are you kicking from, sir? Somebody tell me something. You're going to kick this way? You stand over here. You gentlemen stand over there. All right. North Quincy will receive. Gentlemen, give me a good game. Here we go.
Won the toss, will elect to receive and defend the north goal.
So it'll be Plymouth.
South will take on the defense south goal.
It'll be Plymouth South's choice in the second half.
You heard Plymouth South won the coin toss and elected to defer their option to the second half. So North Quincy will get the opening kickoff here to begin the game, and they'll be heading towards the south end zone. All right, we're going to pause now for our national anthem.
Tonight's anthem will be sung by the combined Quincy and North Quincy Concert Choir.
All right, getting ready to get underway here again at the stadium. I should mention real quick the captains for both teams. Number 5 from North Quincy was Nate Caldwell. Number 6, Grant Murphy. Number 56, Dylan Clifford. And number 64, Brian Nguyen. For the Panthers, number 4, Liam Davis. Number 10, Declan Davis. Number 12, Jamie Andrews. And number 79, Harrison Otino. So a shot there during the national anthem of the officials down on the field. Certainly there's been stories out there that there's been a lack of officials and due to people retiring or just trying to get new officials to come out. And one of the officials came into the QA-TV truck before the game and asked if we could say if people are interested in becoming a football official. The Eastern Massachusetts Association of Interscholastic Football Officials, they are the governing body for officials in Eastern Massachusetts. And if you might be interested in becoming a football referee, you can go to AIFO.net, and there's all the information there that will get you started on your path to becoming a football official. We'll mention that a little bit later on in the broadcast as well. All right, here we go. Going to be fielded by North Quincy at their own 13-yard line. Tran has it for North Quincy. Heads over to the right side, and he gets up to about the 25, maybe to the 26.
Quarterback, for the Raiders, number 14, Charlie Baker.
Charlie Baker in at quarterback for the Raiders, number 14. Baker hands it off. Jordan Mahoney on the carry. And Mahoney's going to lose a yard in the play, going back to the 25.
Loss of 1 on the play. 2nd and 11 for the Raiders.
Second down and 11 now for North Quincy. Over to the left side, Sidney Green on the carry, and he's going to get hit behind the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be another loss for North Quincy. We'll see where they spot the forward progress, and they're going to say at the 23, it looks like they'll spot him down. So a loss of 1 in the first play and a loss of 2 in the second play. Now it brings up a 3rd and 13 for the Raiders. Come up with 4 wide receivers set. Baker looking to pass, being pressured from behind, and he throws it away as he gets hit. Coming up there, Heath McGilvery on the pressure from behind for the Panthers, and North Quincy will be forced to punt.
Bring up 4th and 13 for the Raiders. Ball's on the 23-yard line of North Quincy.
All right, Jordan Mahoney will get set to kick it away for North Quincy. Gets a nice high kick, and it's going to be fielded back at about the 40-yard line for the Panthers. Liam Davis on the return. Fake the reverse. Ball comes loose on the ground.
Number 4, Liam Davis.
And it looks like the Panthers have recovered it.
Down by number 44.
And they did. Ball came loose briefly, but Davis was able to recover it for Plymouth South. And Davis gets him up to the North Quincy 45-yard line. Take a look at the replay here of the kick. And you'll see right at the end of the play is when the ball came loose. But again, Plymouth South was able to jump on it before any harm happened. And you can see right there, but took a super bounce right back into the hands of Davis.
Quarterback is number 1, Cole Brunson.
A handoff over to the left side to Cassius Johnson, number 2, the junior running back for the Panthers. And they're going to spot him down at the 42.
Pick up of 3. 2nd
Cole Brunstrom, the quarterback, looking to pass over to the right side, and is complete, and going out of bounds is Nicholas McNulty. And McNulty picks up the first down for the Panthers up to the 32-yard line. Take a look at the replay here.
Result of that play is a Panther first down.
You can see the quarterback rolling out there, and McNulty gets the first down. All right, Johnson on the carry right up the middle. And big run there by Johnson, and he's going to get up to about the 25 for a gain of 8.
That's a pickup of 5 yards. Spotted officially at the 26. 2nd and 4 for the Panthers.
They spot him down at the 26-yard line, so make it a gain of 6 on that last play. Johnson again over to the left side, goes over a couple of defenders, but making a tackle there for North Quincy was Sidney Green, wrapped up the legs here of Johnson. There'll be another first down for the Panthers as Johnson gets up to about the 16-yard line, make it the 17.
Ball's placed officially at the 17-yard line of North Quincy.
Wait, Hayden, you should be buying it from the cheerleaders, not football. I want that from you.
First and 10 now for the Panthers. Johnson over to the right this time. Finds the hole and still going forward, and he'll get up to about the 12, maybe the 11-yard line. We'll see where they mark him down.
Taken down by number 9, Sidney Green for the Raiders. Ball will be spotted at the 11.
Ball at the 12-yard line.
Pickup of 5, 2nd and 5.
Play action fake, and North Quincy coming with the blitz. Ball comes loose, and North Quincy recovers the fumble. Big play there by North Quincy. Dylan Clifford came up and makes the sack and the fumble, as we'll see on the replay here, as Clifford came from behind, and the Panthers quarterback did not see him, and ball came loose, and see if we can, looks like it was Grant Murphy who got the recovery for North Quincy. Ball at the 23-yard line. And a quick pass is complete. And we'll see where they spot the forward progress. Looks up to the 30-yard line. And it looks like it was Nate Caldwell in the receptions. Let's take a look here on the replay. And you can see it was a quick pass there. Nice catch there by Caldwell. And they do spot him down at the 30. Second down and 3 now for North. And off to Jordan Mahoney up the middle. And Mahoney, nice job there by Jordan Mahoney, fighting his way through the pile. And initially he was stopped for no gain, but continued to move his feet. And they're going to say he's down now at the 32-yard line. So it'll be a 3rd and 1 now for North Quincy. And Baker's going to keep it himself on the quick snap. He gets the first down, and they're going to say he gets all the way up to the 34-yard line. Again, enough to move the chains for the Raiders.
First down.
First and 10 for North. Sidney Green gets the pitch over to the left side, trying to turn the corner, and looks like he's going to get a gain of maybe just 1 on the play, and they do spot him down at the 35.
That's a pickup of 1. Second and 9 for the Raiders.
Four receivers set for North Quincy. 3 receivers to the right of Baker. Baker is going to give it to Jordan Mahoney. Nice move by Mahoney in the backfield. Sidesteps a defender, and he's going to get up to about the 40-yard line on the great move there by Mahoney. We'll take a look on the replay. As you can see, he got the handoff, and then right here he avoids the defender and then makes a nice move to his left to pick up a couple of yards. And before he gets hit and brought down there by Nicholas McNulty, number 26, senior linebacker for the Panthers. All right, so ball at the 40-yard line, 3rd down and about 4 now for the Raiders. Baker looking to pass. Rolling out to his right, has Grant Murphy way downfield, can't get it to him, and essentially throws the ball away. Nice job there by Baker to throw the ball away. He was being pursued there by Harrison Otino, number 79, one of the senior captains for the Panthers. Grant Murphy was running downfield. He had beat his defender, but Baker just couldn't get the ball downfield to him as he was running out of the pocket. North Quincy's going to bring out the punt team on 4th and 4. As you can see there on your screen, number 10, Jordan Mahoney will kick it away. Another high kick there by Mahoney. Fielded by the Panthers at their own 30-yard line. And nice job by coverage for North Quincy to come down and make the tackle. Leading the charge there was Alan Guan, number 44 for the Raiders. Liam Davis was back to receive the kick for the Panthers. We'll take a look on the replay on the kick.
From their own 35.
And Mahoney again, a nice high kick there. And they should field it at the 29-yard line. And they'll spot him down at the 35. Johnson on the carry, trying to kick it off to the left side. Avoided the tackle of Nate Caldwell, and Johnson gets up to the. Let's see if they spot him down at the 38.
2nd and 7 for the Panthers.
Jefferson Lorette and Dylan Clifford on the tackle for North Quincy. Johnson again on the carry, goes up the middle, flag thrown on the play. Johnson picks up the first down and gets brought down at the 47, but we'll see what the flag is.
Johnson's across the line to gain.
Flag is at the 46-yard line.
Personal foul, face mask,
So it's going to be a face mask penalty against North Quincy. So that's going to add 15 yards on to the end of the play.
From the spot of the foul. That'll bring the ball to the 39-yard line up North Quincy. First and 10 Panthers.
So spot the ball at the 39-yard line. First and 10 for the Panthers. As the clock ticks under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Quarterback's trying to keep the ball himself, Brunson. Brunstrom. And let's see where they spot the ball at the 37.
Second and 8 for the Panthers.
Brunstrom in the shotgun now for the Panthers. Hands it off to Cassius Johnson, number 2. Johnson does a nice job with patience. Go up to the right side and finds a hole. Still on his feet. Gets up to the North Quincy 20-yard line and will finally get brought down to about the 19. Take a look at the replay here on the run by Cassius Johnson. And a second and third effort there by Johnson to be able to set up this nice run. And no replay on that. Thought we had it, but we do not. Either way, it was still a nice run there by Johnson. And Panthers now in the red zone at the 19-yard line, first and 10. Brunstrom fakes the handoff, fakes the run and gives it the handoff to Johnson. And he's going to get inside the 15-yard line down to about the 12. And they do spot the ball down at the 12-yard line. Johnson again takes the ball. Nice spin move there, but North Quincy quickly recovers and brings him down. Coming up there for North Quincy, Nate Caldwell. Grant Murphy also over there for the Raiders. All right, we'll take a look at the replay here on the run by Johnson. Yeah, nice tackle there. Again by number 5, Nate Caldwell, to bring him down. 1 yard again, they spot him down at the 11-yard line. Third and about 2 now. Johnson with the carry up the middle, gets the first down, and Moore still plowing his way forward. And let's see if he gets in for the touchdown or not. They're going to say he's down at the 1-yard line for Cassius Johnson. All right, Johnson down at the 1, so it'll be first and goal now for the Panthers, but they're going to let the clock run down in the end of the first quarter. Quick first quarter here at Veterans Memorial Stadium, and we are scoreless, but the Panthers are threatening as when we come back, they have, again, a first and goal from the 1-yard line. I want to remind all of our viewers you can log on to Quincy Access TV's website at qatv.org for program schedules, membership information, video on demand, live streaming, and much, much more. So again, go on to qatv.org. This is the last home game of the year for North Quincy, or at least scheduled home game. Next week, North Quincy will be traveling to Hanover on Friday, October 28th, to wrap up their regular season schedule. And then on Friday, November 4th, will be the beginning of the playoff, non-playoff games for the Raiders, depending if they're able to make it in to that top 16 bracket for the tournament. Quincy High School will be here tomorrow night on the 22nd, as they will be facing off against the Scituate Sailors again here at the stadium. And then Quincy High School, they're on the road next week as well. They'll be traveling to Pembroke High School to wrap up their regular season schedule. Our teams move down the other end of the field. Again, first and goal for the Panthers. They're going to hand it off to the fullback, number 10, and he's going to go in, Declan Davis.
By number 40, touchdown Panthers.
Actually, Heath McGilvery on the carry there for the Panthers. And the touchdown and extra point is good.
11:55 remaining in the half. Plymouth South is on the board. Score is Plymouth South Panthers 7.
Ian Wernick with the extra point attempt, which was good. So Panthers come down here, and again, they make the quick touchdown work of the first and goal to take a 7-0 lead.
Number 18, Ian Warnick, set to kick off for the Panthers.
All right, Wernick will again kick it off
Number 28, Devin Tran.
for the Panthers. Nate Caldwell and Devin Tran back deep. Caldwell's going to take it, bobbles it, but is able to hold on to it at about his 7-yard line. Caldwell, next return up the middle, and just does get brought down as he went up the middle, but a great return there by Nate Caldwell. And we'll take a look at the replay. Caldwell goes all the way up to about the 36-yard line. And again, a nice run there by Caldwell up the middle of the field. And they do spot him down at the 36. All right, Baker hands off. Sidney Green on the carry for the Raiders. And
Number 9, Sidney Green.
looks like Green's going to get a loss in the play. We'll see if they give him no gain or not.
Across the 35, 36. 40 yards. Correction, no gain. Second and
So there'll be
10.
no gain on the run there for Green. Kevin Schultz, number 44, came up to make the tackle for the Panthers. Mahoney, and he gets hit immediately in the backfield there by the Panthers, and he's going to lose a few yards in the play there.
Ball carried by number 10, Jordan Mahoney. No gain.
Looked like coming up to make the play was Nicholas McNulty, and the stop in the backfield.
2 on the play.
And they're going to say it's a loss of 2 back to the 34-yard line. Baker looking to pass, 3rd and 11. Baker looking down the right side, was looking for Nate Caldwell, but it is incomplete. So North Quincy will be forced to punt again. Take a look at the replay here as Baker again was forced out of the pocket, rolling down and throws it out, was being pressured by number 72, I believe it was, for the Panthers as he was rolling out of the pocket. All All right, it's a high kick, but it's going to go out of bounds. And it does take a North Quincy bounce, and they're going to spot him the ball out of bounds at the Panthers' 45-yard line. So it was a high kick, as we'll see here on the replay. All right, so Panthers will take over again on their own 45-yard line with 10:06 left to go here in the second quarter. Justin LaChance on the carry now for the Panthers, and LaChance gets up to, looks like midfield, where they bring him down.
To midfield. He'll put it on the 49 of North Quincy. That's a pickup of 6 yards. Second and 4 for the Panthers.
Actually, they move him up to the North Quincy 49-yard line on the play. So 6-yard gain, second down and 4 now. And big run over there for the Plymouth South Panthers, and breaking 3 was Gio Ribeiro. And big run there and a couple nice moves by Ribeiro, and touchdown for the Panthers. We'll take a look on the replay here on the touchdown. And I think that was the replay in the play before.
Number 18, Ian Warnick, one-point conversion. Number 9, Chance Hall.
The kick is up and it is good. So Warnick puts the extra point through, and South now takes a 14-0 lead. All right, I think we're going to see the touchdown run here now. And you can see right there, and a couple of missed tackles there by North Quincy, but credit there to the running back, as broke through some of the tackles there, was over to the right, cut back to the left, found the hole and went through it. For the big touchdown run, 49-yard touchdown run. And again, 14-0 now, Plymouth South.
Number 18, Ian Warnick, set to kick off for the Panthers. Deep to receive for the Raiders. Number 5, Nate Caldwell, and number 28, Devin Tran.
All right, it's a short kick, and it bounces at the 13-yard line. Caldwell jumps on it and evades a couple of tackles there, but cannot evade the rest. And they're going to say he's down at the 12-yard line, is Nate Caldwell.
1-yard return for number 28, Devin Tran. First and 10 Raiders at their own 12-yard line.
All right, so North Quincy pinned deep back in their own territory at their 12-yard line. Mahoney on the carry for the Raiders, and he might have gotten a yard on the play. Second down now for the Raiders. Caldwell goes in motion, and they give it to Caldwell. Caldwell trying to turn back the other side now. Finds a little bit of a seam, gets across the 15-yard line, and fights his way up to about the 18. Nice run there by Nate Caldwell. Take a look at the replay here on the run by Caldwell.
A pickup of 6.
As you can, Caldwell starts in motion and immediately gets cut off there at the pass, and he cuts back up the other side of the field and fights his way again up to the 18-yard, to, where did they spot him down? They spot him at the 19-yard line. And Baker's not keeping himself. Big run up the middle of the field for Charlie Baker. Over to the left side, still on his feet, and a huge first down run for North Quincy as Baker does a great job, and they're going to spot him down now at the 39-yard line. And a big first down for North Quincy, as we'll see here on the replay. Charlie Baker saw the hole and went right to it, and did a nice job. And again, Baker with a big run and first down for North Quincy. Baker looking to pass. Quick hit to Sidney Green's complete at the 45-yard line, and Green will get pushed out of bounds at the 46, make it the 47, as we'll see here on the replay. And again, Green leans forward again to the 47 where he's knocked out of bounds. Eight-yard gain there for the Raiders. Second down and 2. Hand off to the fullback, Jordan Mahoney. And let's see, Mahoney's going to get maybe a gain of 1 on the play. And the nose of the ball is just touching or just missing the 48-yard line right there. So it'll be third down and just about a yard. Baker hands it off. Sidney Green gets hit in the backfield and brought down. A huge play there. Harrison Otino, captain for the Panthers, comes into the backfield and makes a huge hit. You'll see here on the replay, it's going to be a loss on the play back to the 47-yard line. And Green had nowhere to go. Otino just came in and put a big hit on him. So bring up a 4th and 2 now for North Quincy. And it looks like they're going to kick it away here on 4th and 2. Low snap, but picked up there by Mahoney. Great kick here by Mahoney. Goes back to the 23-yard line, fielded by Liam Davis. And Davis is going to get up to about the 29, maybe make it the 30. We'll see where they spot the ball. But it'll be... And they do spot it at the 30. All right, ball at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10. For Plymouth South. Handoff goes up the middle, and looks like it was Johnson on the run. going to give him 1 yard on the run. Pitch over to Johnson over to the left side. Johnson picking up a big head of steam here, trying to get outside, and just does get pushed out of bounds by North Quincy. But it'll be a first down for the Panthers. And they say Johnson stepped out of bounds at the Plymouth South 48. Take a look at the replay here on the run by Johnson.
Out of bounds and about midfield. They're going to say he stepped out at the
And
47
Johnson
yard
explodes very easily and quickly there as he goes up the middle of the field, cuts over to the left, and again, just did get pushed out of bounds. They actually say he stepped out of bounds at the 47. And pass is incomplete over to the left side. Take a look at the replay.
picked off.
Pass got knocked down there by North Quincy. It was Ben Wallenjaw knocking that ball down for the Raiders.
See that ball,
Brunstrom looking to pass over to the middle of the field is complete. Declan Davis on the catch, and he's going to get across
Number 10.
midfield to the North Quincy 49-yard line.
That'll bring up 3rd and 7 for the Panthers.
So bring up 3rd and about 6 now for the Panthers as the clock ticks under 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Brunstrom looking over to the left side. Pass is complete, and it'll be just a first down, just enough of the first down. 1 yard over. Pass is complete to look at Liam Davis.
Pass complete. For Liam Davis.
And they spot him down at the 42-yard line. Johnson on the carry over to the right side. Sneaks across the 40-yard line and up to the 39.
40. Mark forward progress at the 39. The pickup of 3, 2nd and 7.
3-yard run there by Cassius Johnson. Johnson 13 carries for 90 yards here tonight so far. Johnson on the carry over to the right side. And he's going to get the first down, and he gets knocked out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
Knocked out of bounds at the 30. Result of that play is a Panther first down.
What, the name right there? I hate that.
All right, 2:49 to go here. Clock stops since Johnson went out of bounds, but it'll be 1st and 10 now for the Panthers at the North Quincy 30-yard line. And off, a nice tackle there by North Quincy.
Ball carried by number 21, Mario.
Try to see who made that tackle there for North Quincy. Let's take a look at the replay.
Taken down by number 44 for the Raiders.
I actually was going to.
Alan Guan.
And nice tackle there by number 9, Sidney Green for North Quincy.
2nd and 8.
But it's hot.
Gio Ribeiro carried that last time. Pass down the middle of the field and incomplete. Was looking for number 12 downfield, Jamie Andrews. Nice coverage by North Quincy downfield. Take a look at the replay here and the pass down the middle of the field.
Intended for number 12, Jamie Andrews.
Nate Sampson and also Dan Hudak down there for North Quincy on the coverage. So 3rd and 8 now for the Panthers. Johnson on the carry over to the right side, gets across the 20-yard line, and he'll have the first down for the Panthers as Johnson gets up to about the 18.
Result of that play is a Panther first down.
And they do spot him down at the 18-yard line. 109 yards rushing now for Cassius Johnson on 15 attempts. Johnson again on the carry over to the left side, evades one tackle but gets tripped up there.
Cassius Johnson.
Nice job again coming up there was Nate Caldwell to make the tackle for North Quincy. And Johnson's down at the 15.
Pick up at 3. 2nd and 7 for the Panthers.
Plymouth South still has 3 timeouts as we get under a minute now to go here in the half. Johnson up the middle, gets hit in the backfield and brought down by North Quincy. Nice job there by the Raiders defense. And Plymouth South calls a timeout to stop the clock with 44.9 seconds left to go. Take a look at the replay on the run here by Johnson.
Timeout Panthers.
Sidney Green came up there for North Quincy, as well as Robert Wallenjohn to help bring down Johnson, and they spot him down at the 15-yard line, maybe actually at the 16-yard line. So say no gain on the play there for the Panthers. Our 3rd and 7 now for Plymouth South. Cole Brunstrom in the shotgun. Pitch to Cassius Johnson over to the left side. Johnson over to the left side, gets across and goes in for the touchdown. What a run there by Cassius Johnson.
Touchdown Panthers.
Kept going to the left, finally get outside down the sideline and goes all the way in for the touchdown, as we'll see here on the replay.
Panthers are on the board again.
And Johnson was looking to cut it up inside, breaks that tackle, and again goes in for the 6 points.
Number 18, Ian Warren. Set to kick off.
All right, kick is up, and it is good by Ian Wernick. So as teams come back downfield, Plymouth South increases their lead now 21-0. Again, we mentioned this is the last home game for the regular season and the scheduled games for North Quincy here this year. They'll be down at Hanover High School next week on Friday the 28th. QATV will be here tomorrow night on Saturday, October 22nd, when the Quincy Presidents will be playing host to the Scituate Sailors. That game will be live on QATV beginning at 6 p.m.
Set to kick off for the Panthers, number 18, Ian Warning. Deep to receive for the Raiders, number 5, Nate Caldwell, number 20, Kevin Tripp.
And flags are thrown. Looks like there's going to be an offsides on Plymouth South.
Dead ball, encroachment on the kicking team. We'll go back 5 yards and re-kick.
All right, so move the ball back to the 35-yard line.
Why isn't it not on that side? Someone needs to tell him to get on the other side and widen.
That's a 5-yard penalty against the Panthers. Good for it. Attempt to kick off again.
All right, squib kick there by Plymouth South, fielded by North Quincy at about the 35-yard line. Fielded there by Cam Sampson. And Sampson brings it back to about the 41-yard line. We'll take a look at the replay here on the run there.
41-yard line.
So good.
Spot the ball at the 41-yard line. 29.3 seconds left to go. Baker looking and throws the ball away as he was being pressured from behind. Alexander Kavanaugh putting the pressure on Baker. Baker did a nice job there just to get the ball away. I'm not sure to ensure he doesn't take the sack. Baker again looking to pass over to the side, and it's going to be intercepted by Plymouth South. Gio Rubiero comes up to make the interception for the Panthers and brings it back to midfield. Take a look at the replay here. Flag thrown at the end of the play at the 49-yard line. This is the previous play.
With a dead ball, personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct here.
So unsportsmanlike conduct called against Plymouth South. All right, we'll take a look at the interception now here.
5-yard line for the South. First and 10 Panthers.
And you can see the ball was just a little overthrown there. Sidney Green was the intended receiver. So the ball goes back down to the 35-yard line with 15 seconds to go.
Timeout. Raiders.
He's him. He's him.
All right, so South comes out now. 4 receivers set. Cole Brunstrom. Pass is incomplete. Was looking for number 10, Declan Davis.
11 in Woodess, 44. Ellen Pond defensively for the Raiders.
Screen to Jamie.
Second and 10.
All right, so we're bringing up 2nd and 10 now. 10 seconds to go here in the half.
It's fine. Don't worry. Get hold of it.
Pass is complete to number 12, Jamie Andrews. Flag thrown on the play as well.
Pass complete to number 12, Jamie
Andrews gets up to about the 42-yard line.
1-yard line. Is a penalty marker.
Let's see if we can see what the call is here. And flag is at the 38. You can see on the replay running there.
We have a personal foul, blindside block here.
So they call a
15-yard
blindside block
penalty,
against Plymouth
second down.
South.
Penalty is against the Panthers. Bring the ball back to the 24-yard line. Second and 21.
All right, ball goes back to, I was saying there's 0 seconds on the clock. Not sure if they're going to say that's the end of the half, or I think they're going to say that's the end of the half because the time has expired.
That's the half.
All right, so penalty doesn't really mean too much as the time has expired here. So end of the first half here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Plymouth South on top of North Quincy by a score of 21-0. We're going to take a timeout here and be back with second half coverage in just one moment.
Hi, Julie.
Let's hear it for the Plymouth South Panther cheerleaders. Introducing the 2022 North Quincy JV cheerleading squad, starting with Captain Caroline Beard, Captain Ellie Finn, Gianna Bassett, Shauna Moran, Emily Graham, Camilla Guevara Gonzalez, Ray Seeley, Sophia LaPena, Tessa Lee, Madison Maloney, Allie McHugh, Margaret O'Brien, Sophie Pham, and Larea Powell.
Slow down. Molly. Whoa, it's echoing. I can see nothing.
Bye, Callan.
And now let's meet the North Quincy varsity cheerleading squad, starting with Captain Caitlin Craig, Captain Nora Cronin, Captain Leah Ryan, and Captain Mary Stanton. Also, Sashi Andre, Emma Boylan, Bridget Burt, Morgan Calvert, Bridget Capone, Amar Chunda, Ava Coffey, Emma Cramen, Annie Hayes, Sophia Karanen, Grace Lowe, Jade Manning, Kylie McDonald, Colby McIntosh, Sophia Palermo, Nia Pesovich, Izzy Reyes, and Maddie Smith.
We are North Quincy, the red, black, the blue. So watch out for North Quincy, 'cause we're ready for you. R-A-I-D-E-R-S, North Quincy Raiders, we are the best.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Veterans Memorial Stadium. We're at the half. Plymouth South Panthers lead the North Quincy Raiders by a score of 21-0. Real quick, we'll run down some of the halftime stats for Plymouth South. Quarterback Cole Brunstrom, 4 of 7 passing for 28 yards. Leading the way rushing is Cassius Johnson, number 2, junior running back for the Panthers, 18 rushes for 127 yards and a touchdown. Also with 2 carries for 51 yards is Gio Rubiero. And again, 2 carries for 51 and a touchdown. And Heath McGilvery has 1 rush for 1 yard, but it was a touchdown for the Panthers as well. And that accounts for the 3 touchdowns in the scoring for the Panthers here today. For North Quincy, unfortunately, not a lot of offense here today as the Plymouth South defense has done a great job really buttoning down the Raiders. Charlie Baker, the quarterback for North Quincy, 2 of 7 passing for only 15 yards. Baker does have 2 rushes for 22 yards. Nate Caldwell has 6 yards rushing, as does Jordan Mahoney. Caldwell has 1 reception for 7 yards, and Sidney Green has 1 catch for 8 yards. But unfortunately, that is about it. Or that is it for the Raiders in the first half. Had some opportunities late in the first half. There was an interception thrown by North Quincy that stopped a drive for the Raiders. And again, score at the half is 21-0. I mentioned at the top of the telecast that the officials down in the field do a great job coming out to all the MIA sports here that are happening in the city of Quincy and across Massachusetts as well, whether it's football, volleyball, soccer, the events going on right now here in the fall, or the different winter and spring sports. But the Eastern Massachusetts Association of Interscholastic Football Officials, the crew doing the game here tonight, are looking to recruit some new officials to do high school games again across Eastern Massachusetts. The South Shore, South Coast, Greater Boston, and Cape Cod areas are the areas that these officials ref games. Again, they are looking for some new people to come out, and they say it's, quote, the easiest call you'll ever make, becoming an official with the EMAIFO. So again, if you're looking for more information or maybe want to become a football official, EMAIFO.net is their website. Again, that's EMAIFO.net for more information on how you can put on the zebra stripes and get down the field and have a great view of some high school football action here in Eastern Massachusetts. Captains are out in the field getting ready to see which side of the field the teams will be going on. Again, North Quincy, this is their final home game of the regular season, as next week, as I mentioned a couple times, they'll be going down to Hanover on October 28th for their final regular season game of the year. Quincy High School will be here at the stadium tomorrow night for a home game against Scituate. That game is at 6 p.m. And then next week they'll be on the road as well as they go down to Pembroke for their final regular season matchup. The playoffs will then begin on November 4th. And again, both Quincy and North Quincy are trying to fight to get into the top 16 teams. Both the Presidents and the Raiders are in Division 2. As I pull up the power rankings here for the exact numbers, Quincy right now, the last team out, as they are the number 17 team in Division 2. North Quincy is at number 26. Should mention the power rankings put up by the MIA. North Quincy girls volleyball team, they are the number 5 team right now in Division 2. They have our 16-1 record, so they are having an outstanding season. And Quincy High School, they are in the try to find those tabs. I have too many tabs open on my computer here as I try to pull up the for Quincy High School. Quincy High School, they are number 25. They are in Division 1 for the girls volleyball. North Quincy is in Division 2. All right, kickoff here underway at the stadium, fielded by number 4. That's Liam Davis for the Panthers. Fielded at about his own 11-yard line. He's going to run it back to about the 31, so a 20-yard return there for Plymouth South to get things kicked off. And we'll take a look at the replay here of the kickoff. And they shove there by Davis, picking up that ground ball, running over to the right sideline. And nice tackle there by North Quincy. Coming up to make the tackle was number 4, Ariel White. And officials, oh, they were getting the tee off the field. Forgot to get the tee off. All right, tees off the field. Now we're ready to go here in the second half. Quarterback Cole Brunstrom, the quarterback for the Panthers, hands it off to number 2, Cassius Johnson, and they'll spot Johnson down at the 34.
Pickup of 3. Second and 7 for the Panthers.
Johnson again, and nice tackle there by North Quincy Sidney Green to come up and make the hit and bring him down, as we'll see here on the replay. Johnson was running over, and Green right there. Nice job there by Green to come up there and make the tackle. Also coming over there for North Quincy was Noah Baker. No gain on that last run there for Plymouth South. Brings up a 3rd and 7. Brunstrom looking to pass down the middle of the field, and it is complete. Pass was complete to Nicholas McNulty, but he'll be shy of the first down. They're going to say forward progress off at the 40-yard line. Take a look at the replay here. Nice tackle by North Quincy. See who it was there, and it was one of the captains there, Nate Caldwell, to make the tackle. And again, they spot the ball at the 40-yard line. So a nice job there by Caldwell, and Plymouth South will come out and kick the ball away. High kick there, and North Quincy's going to let it bounce, and they get away from the ball, and it's going to be down at the 28-yard line.
The ball is down by number 88, Dylan Wolfringer. For the Panthers, 1st and 10 Raiders.
You might have noticed that the combined Quincy-North Quincy band is not here tonight. They are practicing and getting ready for the Massachusetts Instrumental and Choral Conductors Association finals, the marching band finals. This is going to be held here at the stadium this Sunday. So they are practicing, getting ready for the final competition of the marching band season. We'll talk more about that in just one second. And it goes to number 10, Jordan Mahoney. Mahoney over to the right side, cross the 30, and we'll see they spot him down at the, looks like they got to the 32.
Pickup of 2, 2nd and 8 Raiders.
So 2-yard gain there for Mahoney, getting up to the 32. Baker being pressured and throws it away. Nice job there by Baker. Had a couple men coming and pressuring him quickly, and threw it away over to, in the area was Nate Sampson. Right, 3rd and 8 for the Raiders. And pass was complete to Jordan Mahoney, but he was hit immediately in the backfield, and it's going to be a big loss of play, a loss of 5 on the play back to the 25-yard line.
4-yard line. That'll bring up 4th and 16 for the Raiders. Back to punt for the Raiders is number 10, Jordan Mahoney.
All right, so Mahoney will have to kick it away now for North Quincy. High kick there for Mahoney. Fair catch called for by Plymouth South. And he's going to catch it at the 44-yard line, make it the 43-yard line, is Liam Davis.
Panthers will go on offense there. 1st and 10.
So I mentioned the band, the marching band for Quincy and North Quincy. They're going to be on the field. They're scheduled to take the field at 4:45 as of right now. However, with the impending rain on Sunday afternoon that's in the forecast, that could affect the schedule. So if you're watching this game live right now on QATV and interested in maybe attending, you can go to miccamusic.org and you can find out more information about the marching band competition here at the stadium. That's going to be on this Sunday, October 23rd. All right, Cassius Johnson on the run, but ball comes loose and North Quincy recovers it. Take a look at the replay here on the run by Johnson and the fumble. Johnson comes up there and ball comes loose. And it looked like it was Ania Panariti who made the tackle and forced the fumble for North Quincy. So North takes over at midfield. All right, ball there by Baker, trying to get it harm's way, and it's going to be a loss of 1 on the play. Baker was looking to try to run the quarterback draw, but had nowhere to go. So again, a loss of 1 on the play for North Quincy, 2nd down and 11. Charlie Baker, quarterback for the Raiders. Pass over to the right side, and let's see if it was intercepted or not. No. Nice play there by Plymouth South. Looks like it was Jackson Elliott coming up there for the Panthers. Oh, they're going to say it was caught, actually. I thought Jackson had knocked it away. Looked like initially they had said incomplete, but it was caught there by Nate Caldwell. Great catch by Caldwell. So on that great catch there by Caldwell, looked like he ripped it out of the hands there of the defender. So it brings up now a 3rd and 5 for North Quincy. Baker again looking to pass. Plymouth South sends the house. Baker gets out of harm's way somehow, rolling out now. Has some space. He's going to run it himself, and he's going to pick up the 1st down and slides down. Great run there by Charlie Baker, the junior quarterback for the Raiders. Got out of harm's way and will pick up a big 1st down for North Quincy, as you'll see here on the replay. 3 men right there, 1, 2, 3 for the Plymouth South Panthers come up, and Baker somehow gets all out of that jam and had the space down the left sideline. Gets across the 1st down marker, and they're going to spot him down at the 38. So big 1st down there for North Quincy. 5:50 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Again, they spot the ball at the 38-yard line. Mahoney gets the carry now for North. Over to the left side. Nice job there by Jordan Mahoney, staying on his feet, staying in bounds, still in bounds, and will finally get pushed out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Great run there by Mahoney, and it's going to be another 1st down for the Raiders, as we'll see on the replay. Mahoney just refused to go down there. And it looked like initially he was going to be pushed out of bounds at the 30, but picks up an extra 5 yards. And actually make it 4 yards as he spot him out at the 26-yard line. So great effort there again by Jordan Mahoney. 1st and 10 for North. Baker pass is complete. And nice run and catch there by Nate Caldwell. And looks like he might have another first down right at the marker. We'll take a look at the replay and see where he ends up going down. But Caldwell had plenty of space there. Actually, excuse me, that was Grant Murphy, number 6 on the reception. Murphy does a great job there. And again, it is a first down for North Quincy as they spot him down at the 16-yard line. So Murphy, with his second effort there, gets up to the first down marker. And again, it's a first down for North Quincy. First catch here tonight for Grant Murphy. Fake the handoff pass is complete. No, excuse me, gets dropped at the last second. Ariel White was the intended receiver. He saw he had some open space down the left sideline and went to turn before he caught it, as you'll see on the replay here.
Bring up 2nd and 10.
And he had some space, and he had a blocker there as well. The pass goes incomplete. So again, 2nd down and 10, ball at the 16-yard line. Baker again looking to pass, trying to get out over the side. And a nice stiff arm there by Charlie Baker. But another great effort there by number 44, Gavin Schultz, for the Panthers. And looks like it's going to be no gain for North Quincy, as you'll see in the replay. And they do say it's no gain here. Schultz coming quickly there. And it was a good stiff arm, but another nice effort there again by Schultz as he was able to get underneath the stiff arm afterwards. And again, no gain for North Quincy. A 3rd and 10 for the Raiders. Baker looking. Nothing downfield, still trying to find something happening. And got away from one sack, but not from the second. Coming up there, number 66, Jake Doonan. First man there was Jake Whipfler, excuse me. Whipfler was able to come up there. Baker was able to get away from him, but Doonan came up there and finished off the job for the sack all the way back at the 32-yard line. So a huge loss there for North Quincy. Baker looked like he was trying to throw the ball away and just couldn't. So, and now it's going to bring up a 4th and 26 for North. Baker getting pressured, and he'll get sacked and brought down from behind. Heath McGilvery comes up with a big sack from behind, and McGilvery will make it a turnover on downs for North Quincy. McGilvery came off the edge there for the Panthers, and Baker did not see him. And they're going to say he goes down at the 37-yard line. Now we'll see if the North defense can hold off Plymouth South one more time here. Brunstrom pass is incomplete. Brunstrom was initially looking there for Liam Davis, but it goes through his hands.
Davis. Good defensively for the Raiders, number 88, Nea Panariti. 2nd and 10.
Johnson on the carry over to the right side. Still fighting his way forward. And he gets across the 40, and it looks like they got to say he's down at the 42-yard line. Five-yard gain there for Cassius Johnson. 142 yards rushing now for Johnson. That brings up now a 3rd and 5 for Plymouth South. Brunstrom, quick pass up the middle of the field. It's picked off there by number 5, Nate Caldwell. Great job by Caldwell playing center field there. Read that play perfectly, and he picks him off. And North Quincy with another turnover, as we'll see here on the replay. Wow, what a nice job there. You can see right in the middle of your screen is Nate Caldwell. Read that play perfectly, as I said, and picks it off there at about the 47-yard line. And he brings it back and gets pushed out of bounds at about the 35. Nice job by Nate Caldwell. And they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 34-yard line. All right, so the defense comes up here again for North Quincy. We'll see if the offense can get something going. Sidney Green on the carry for North Quincy. Spot Green down at the 32. Baker looking to pass, trying to get out in the flat to Mahoney. And Mahoney got held up there as number 40, Heath McGilvery, came up there and was able to hold up Caldwell, was able to hold up Mahoney. So Mahoney could not get out. The pass goes incomplete. Third and 8 now for the Raiders. Baker looking to pass, looking, and it looks like he got hit as he was throwing the ball. And they're going to say it was a forward pass, so it goes incomplete. Baker lucky there that that pass came incomplete. All right, so it brings up a 4th down now. All right, 3 receivers set for North Quincy to the right of Charlie Baker. Mahoney in the backfield. Baker looking down the right sideline for Sidney Green, and it is intercepted by Plymouth South. Coming up to make the interception was Nicholas McNulty. And McNulty at the 9-yard line is where they mark him down. We'll take a look at the replay here. And Baker again was looking for Sidney Green. Green running kind of a wheel route there, and McNulty picks it off. So nice effort there by North Quincy, but come up just a tad short on the interception. And again, it will be 1st and 10 for Plymouth South at their own 9-yard line. Johnson on the carry, trying to get out to the right side. Nice job by North to push him in, but he continues to stay on his feet, fights forward across the 15-yard line, and finally brought down at the 17.
Ball spot on the 17-yard line over to the south. That's a pickup of 8. Second and 10.
Why is my 1750 missing? We went out behind trees.
And Plymouth South will get a playoff here before the end of the quarter. Cassius Johnson with the ball. And somehow he breaks free there, still on his feet and off to the race. Oh, he stumbles and he could not get through that last job there, or last hit. We'll take a look at the replay here as Johnson makes something out of nothing here for Plymouth South. And again, right there, he had 3-4 men on him, and right there he gets stumbled and just couldn't stay on his feet, but finally gets brought down at the 45-yard line. And at the end of 3 quarters of play, Plymouth South still on top by a score of 21-0. And they'll have a 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line when we come back to begin the 4th quarter.
That's why I need to go and I need to go and get one. This is like one of the things that Charlie found. Yeah, that's I've been years.
I'll remind all of your viewers you can log on to Quincy Access TV's website at qatv.org for program schedules, membership information, video on demand, live streaming, and more. So again, qatv.org. For all the high school sports that QATV covers, go into qatv.org/sports for all of our video on demand coverage of football, soccer, and volleyball for the fall sports for Quincy and North Quincy High School. Again, 1st and 10 for the Panthers at their own 45-yard line to begin the 4th quarter. Johnson gets the ball, and again, making some magic in the backfield. Over to the right now, up the middle, still on his feet, trying to push the pile forward, and he does all the way up to the North Quincy 41-yard line. A couple of great runs here, back-to-back by Cassius Johnson, the junior running back for the Panthers. And off this time goes to Gia Rubiero over to the right side. Rubiero. And he'll have another 1st down for Plymouth South. And Rubiero gets knocked out of bounds, they say, at the 27-yard line. And Brunstrom's going to keep it himself. Oh, nice tackle in the backfield there by North Quincy. Let's see if we can get the number there on that replay as now this is the prior replay there on the run by Ribeiro. And actually, looking, it was number 50 for North Quincy, Noah Baker, who made the tackle. I was going to say it was a 1-yard gain there by Brunstrom. Brings us second down and 9. Ribeiro again evades a couple tackles. Finally gets brought down there. Wrapping up his legs from behind was Nate Caldwell for North Quincy. And we'll see where they spot the ball. And they're going to say maybe a gain of 1 as they spot the ball just touching the 25-yard line. So call 3rd and 8 now for the Panthers. Panthers trying to get some clock down here as we are in the 4th quarter. And Ribeiro on the carry again for the Panthers. He gets up to the 20-yard line. Excuse me, that was Cassius Johnson on the run for the Panthers.
Pick up a fly. That'll bring up 4th and 2.
So a 5-yard run there by Johnson. And it brings up now a 4th down, and we'll call it 3. All right, no, Plymouth South's going to let the play clock run all the way down and call a timeout with 8:11 left to go here in the 4th quarter. I want to thank all of our crew that's come out here tonight to make this game possible. On camera tonight, we have Ryan McWade and Scott Daniels. In the truck on graphics is Anna El Tori, our engineer Chris Potter, and our director Peter Doherty. I want to thank again all of them for coming out the entire season here for high school coverage. Out here on these Fridays and Saturdays, and getting the truck running and going, and all the cameras and everything else inside the truck to bring this coverage possible. So we again thank them for all their hard work coming out here. Plymouth South comes out again, 4th, and call it a long 2, short 3. Cole Brunstrom goes under center, gives it to Cassius Johnson, and we'll see if he gets it with a second effort. Initially looking he was going to be down behind the 20, but he put his hand down to stay up and dives forward. And they're going to say he is shy of the first down as his knee was down at the 19-yard line. Take a look at the replay here on the run by Johnson. And yeah, looks like it was a nice call there by the officials as his knee was down at the 19-yard line. And North Quincy's defense holds on the turnover on downs. All right, 4 receivers set now for the Raiders. Charlie Baker looking to his right, and it goes incomplete. Was looking for Will Conley, but they cannot connect. Pass was just a little too high for Conley to bring down.
Jackson Elliott in defensively for the Panthers. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Caldwell in motion. Baker looking for Caldwell. Pass is complete to him at the 25-yard line.
Number 5, Nate Caldwell, across the 45.
Take a look at the replay here on that last catch there by Caldwell. You can see him in motion there and was able to get a full head of steam and get in front of his receiver. And just got tripped up there. Looked like his feet got caught up there on the field turf as he was trying to turn up field. And actually, they spot the ball at the 26-yard line. So 3rd and about 3 now for North. Baker looking down the middle of the field. Pass is, let's see, gets bounced around and it falls incomplete. Was looking for Grant Murphy, and Murphy just couldn't hang on to it. Take a look real quick at the replay here. And Murphy was open there and, again, just couldn't hold on to it. So the ball went off of Murphy's hands, off of the defender's hands, and falls to the ground for an incomplete pass. So North Quincy will elect to kick the ball away here on 4th and 3. 7:01 to go here in the game. And Jordan Mahoney will kick it away. High snap, but he brings it down. Just does get the kickoff. Bounces at the 50 and takes a North Quincy roll. And so keeps on rolling past the 40 to the 39-yard line. All right, we'll take a look there on the kick by Jordan Mahoney. And you can see it right there. It was a high snap into his right, and Mahoney just did get it away as Plymouth South was coming to block that kick. And you can see there, ball takes a friendly roll here at the stadium for North Quincy. And Plymouth South will have 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line. And off there goes to number 10, Declan Davis.
Ball carried by number 10, Declan.
And Davis gets up to the 45-yard line.
45. That's a pickup of 6 yards. 2nd and 4.
6-yard gain for Plymouth South. 2nd down and 4 now. Cassius Johnson gets the carry, bounces off some blockers over to the right side, trying to turn the corner, and he'll get pushed out of bounds at the 43-yard line, make it the 42. And it'll be a 1st down for Plymouth South.
That's Nate Sampson for the Raiders. The result of that play, though, is a Panther 1st down.
And they're going to say step out of bounds at the 43.
Ball raised at the 43-yard line of North Quincy.
With that run, Cassius Johnson goes over 200 yards rushing here tonight. 28 carries for 210 yards. You can carry up the middle. Nice sportsmanship there. Justin LaChance, number 9 on the run there for the Panthers.
2nd and 4 for the Panthers.
And you can see again at the end of that last play, LaChance helps up the North Quincy defender. Brunstrom was looking for a shuffle pass, was not there. He rolls out of bounds and goes out at the 39-yard line. So it'll be about a loss of about 2 on the play. Take a look at the replay here as Brunstrom again was trying to look for a little shuffle pass. And nothing was there. And he goes out of bounds. And let's see if they spot him at the 40 or the 39. And they do spot it at the 39.
3rd and 5. 36 to the
And 3rd down and 6 for Plymouth South. Handoff again goes to LaChance. And LaChance will be right at the 1st down marker. I think he's going to be just shy. And he is, if they spot him down at the 34-yard line. So it brings up 4th down and 1 now for Plymouth South as the clock ticks under 4.5 minutes to go here in the game. Handoff to the fullback for the Panthers, and he has the 1st down as he gets up to the 32-yard line. Heath McGilvery on the carry. McGilvery's run gets him up to the 32-yard line. 1st down for the Plymouth South Panthers. A chance on the carry over to the left side. Nice tackle there. Coming up there was Nate Caldwell to hold him up. Take a look at the replay. And you can see right here Caldwell, great job going low, wrapping up his legs. And they got some help there from Taylor Marquez as well. Also coming up there was Dan Hudak. Call it a 1-yard gain. Actually, yeah, 1-yard gain, excuse me. McGilvery over to the right side, crosses the 25-yard line, and should have enough for a 1st down for Plymouth South as he gets out at the 21. North Quincy player getting up slowly off the field. And then you have Panariti coming out for North Quincy. Hopefully he's okay. Gilvery on the carry. This time North Quincy reads that play. Looked like it coming up for North Quincy. Brody Baker getting up at the bottom of the pile. Also over there for North Noah Baker as well. No gain on the play for Plymouth South. Jefferson Lorette also on that last play for North Quincy.
Ball start against the Panthers. 5-yard penalty. Repeat the down.
Amir Johnson, number 32. Senior for North Quincy. Looked like he was in that play there for North Quincy as well on that tackle.
That'll make it 2nd and 15 for the Panthers.
False start penalty called against Plymouth South. Under 2 minutes to go now here in the game. A chance on the run there for for Plymouth South. And he's going to get up to about the 29. Multiple flags thrown on the play. Excuse me, the 24 is where they spot LaChance down, but this is going to
Holding
be
on the offense. Still second down.
so a holding penalty called against Plymouth South. And they're going to spot it back to the 34. We'll take a look at the replay here real quick as they're hammering things out down the field.
Second and 13 for the Panthers.
The chance, oh, great tackle there coming up to make the hit. Brody Baker flying into the backfield to bring him down. We'll take a look at that one again for sure.
Tackle by number 66.
As you can see right there, Brody Baker coming in, sheds the offensive lineman who was trying to block him and comes up there and makes a great tackle for a loss on the play.
Second and 24. Correction, third and 24 for the Panthers.
Under a minute to go here. Brunstrom looking downfield, got hit as he threw the ball, and it gets knocked away there. Nice play by Will Conley to knock that ball away.
Intended for number 4, Liam Davis.
Take a look at replay as you can see Conley coming up here. Again, Baker with the pressure from behind, and right there, Conley makes sure that that is it. So Plymouth South will come out and kick the ball away here with 39 seconds left to go in the game. And whistles blow. It looks like North Quincy jumped off sides. Jesse Hayes getting ready to kick the ball away.
Encroachment against the Raiders. 5-yard
All right, it is a 5-yard penalty against North Quincy. South will still kick. Again, Hayes, junior punter for Plymouth South. And a nice soft kick there by Hayes. And ball bounces at the 5, and it's down at the 4. Nice job there by Plymouth South to come down and down that ball. Nicholas McNulty right there. And actually, going to say he downed it at the 5-yard line. North Quincy calling for a couple more players. Looks like they were missing some guys out in the field. And someone comes out late onto the field. And handoff up the middle here for North Quincy to the fullback. Looked like getting the carry there was number 44, Alan Guan. And he gets up to the 10-yard line, does Guan, but that will be the end of the game, as the clock will tick down to 0. And tough loss here for North Quincy as they lose 21-0. Plymouth South, all their scores happened in the first half, all specifically in the second quarter. There's a touchdown run by Heath McGilvery, touchdown run by Gio Rubiero, and Cassius Johnson had the third touchdown run for Plymouth South. Other than that, North Quincy did a nice job on defense holding up Plymouth South, especially in the second half. Plymouth South had some opportunities, and the North Quincy defense came up and was able to get a couple of turnovers with a fumble and an interception as well for the Raiders. But unfortunately, the Plymouth South defense stepped up just as well and was able to hold up the North Quincy offense from getting any points on the board, and again to hold on to the shutout here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Real quick, just a couple of stats. Cassius Johnson, running back for the Plymouth South Panthers, 28 rushes for 210 yards and the 1 touchdown. Gio Rubiero had 66 yards rushing and the 1 touchdown as well. Heath McGilvery, 13 yards rushing for the touchdown. And the touchdown run, as well for Plymouth South. Charlie Baker had 28 yards rushing for North Quincy. Jordan Mahoney had 20 yards. Nate Caldwell had 2 catches for 13 yards. Grant Murphy, 1 catch for 10. Sidney Green had 1 for 8 as well for North Quincy. So real quick, want to thank all of our crew again for coming out here, doing a great job here tonight at the stadium. On camera was Ryan McWade and Scott Daniels. Down in the truck on graphics was Anna El Torre. Our engineer was Chris Potter, and our director was Peter Doherty. So again, North Quincy, they're going to fall to 2-4 on the season. And 0-3 in the Patriot League. Plymouth South continues their undefeated season as they now improve to 7-0, 4-0 in the Patriot League. North Quincy on the road next week at Hanover, and tomorrow night here at Veterans Memorial Stadium, Quincy High School will be playing their final home game of the regular season as they host Situate Sailors. That game will be live on QATV beginning at 6 p.m. So again, final score here at Veterans Memorial Stadium, Plymouth South 21 and North Quincy 0. My name is Jonathan Clary, and for all the staff and crew here at Quincy Access TV, thanks for tuning into this edition. We'll see you next time.